Yeah,
Here we go. All right.
yeah,
All right. I'm here today with Pret. Is that how you pronounce your name?
yeah.
Pret. I
Great. Yeah.
and those who don't know me, I'm Shalia. And right now we're talking about our mermaid energies. We just connected um, through the meeting and have decided to connect and realize that we're both mermaid energies. Um, I was telling her about my uh, life in on the Sirius B uh, area sector, and that I was a water being, and I have always connected with the mermaid, and apparently Perez too. So, yeah. So, how do you connect with? Do you have a way that you connect with your water energy?
I think I am, but not so not no, not with my I can't see it. I
Yeah,
feel only
you feel
some
it.
things.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
it too. I always feel it when I'm around water. I always do water work. Like when I'm doing my healing and stuff like that, my healing sessions, I do water work as well. I usually, like in the shower, for instance, I
Mm.
I do my energy work in the shower. I can do it in the shower, and I feel more connected, more drawn to those beings, to that mermaid energy when I do that. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's amazing. And you were talking about you felt that your husband, you remember him in your past life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were soldiers. I think it's French soldiers maybe, and he put his head on my lap and died. And I promised him something. We were soldiers both, and I promised him something. But what do you promise to your friend? You promise I don't leave you. I'll be always with you, and so it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Um, my significant other, David, him and I have had many past lives together, and I remember many of them. Um, I actually had a life that here on this planet that I wasn't fully human.
Mm.
I can actually remember that I had, I don't know, I actually remember being a mermaid, being
Mm.
a water creature, even on this planet, and being with him in the process. So that was a really strange life, but he seen me in my real form, and it frightened him and scared him away. So that life, we didn't have a good ending. But in other lives we have, and in this life it's been a challenge because I do remember it'll trigger memories of past lives with him. We can be in a conversation, an experience, having an experience, and all of a sudden I'll get the image of another lifetime and that same scenario, whether, with him. So it's like, okay, how does this past life thing actually work? Well, I started actually looking into it, and actually because I started remembering at a very young age different past lives. My very first memory, I was a witch in another life and was burned at the stake. Um, so I mean, we have those energies in us now.
I
We
have
do.
goosebumps. It's
Oh.
the witch life seems very similar to me too.
Well,
But
yeah.
I don't want to remember it maybe.
Well,
But
and
it
like you
seems
said,
it's something in my body reacts to it.
oh
And
yeah,
and yeah. Yeah, maybe, but I don't remember. If somebody says you had this and that, maybe I then remember, but no. But I interrupt you. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no, please go on. Yeah. I mean, we have, let's, we have a very good connection with this water energy. And so let's push it. Let's see what you got. Let's enjoy this. Let's have a good time here. It's just going to be me and you today, it looks like. So that's okay. I mean, I opened early because I knew that there was some people that it was just too hard to get to the later ones that I was having later in the day. But oh, you're all right. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I am so glad to talk to you because I've seen you've come in before in the meetings, but you haven't been able to come up on camera or on audio. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is really nice. It's really nice to meet you. But I did want to add that with past lives, when you remember your past lives, what happens? What I started doing some research on is that any time that you have a lesson that you need to learn, a lot of times we redo those lessons from life to life.
Yeah.
And so that particular lesson may become a trigger to remember. Now, if you're not supposed to remember, you're not going to remember. I chose to remember at a very, very young age. I chose to remember, I'm going to tell you, I chose to remember at the age of 3. At the age of 3, I was being abused physically and mentally. And it was by my own father. And so I went to God. I asked my father, God, at the age of 3, why he allowed this to happen to me. And I guess within a day or so, I received only what I can explain as a vision, or it was hard. I was told as a child it was a dream, but it wasn't. I was literally taken, and I was standing in front of my real father, my celestial father, and he was angelic. And this is when he told me, he says, this is not real. This reality that you are experiencing is not real. And this person that you're seeing as your father on earth is not your real father. I am. And in those moments, I said, I want to remember this. I want to remember who I am. And at the age of 3, I began to remember. And I remember that encounter being as the first thing. And so when you start remembering about your past lives, it's a lot of times they're triggers from lessons that you're having in this life. So if you're having a lesson and you know that it's a lesson and you're not sure how to handle this lesson in this life, more than likely it has been a lesson that you've already experienced. You've already experienced it in another life, and maybe we didn't do it the right way, or maybe we didn't. It wasn't the outcome that we wanted as a soul, right? So what happens is you replay it. You replay it in this life. And it's a scenario that gets replayed over and over. And I've seen this in many of my past lives. I've had, I remember about 6 or 7 past lives with David. And I also have past lives where he wasn't there. And so the lessons that I've learned and the in this life have actually sparked that remembrance of the past life. So I'm trying to think of an example but one of the examples was when I wrote the book. I remember David as a Native American, which he is half Native American now, but I remembered him as a Native American. And in one of my past lives, he was my servant, or what you would consider a stable boy
Mm-hmm.
in one of my past lives. So, and I wrote about it. So um, that particular story was a beautiful story. You know, it was a beautiful life together, and that particular one. But not all of them were. You know, we had a lot of hard lessons, and this is why it's been so interesting to be able to be in this life and remember who I am and remember
Mm-hmm.
David, who he was in my past lives, and realize that we've been doing this for a long, long, long time. We all have. We all have been connecting. I may be, me and you may be sisters from Sirius, you know. We may
Mm-hmm.
be, you know, this is how we connect in this life. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
once you connect, when you connect to somebody in this life, you more than likely have known them in a past life.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
revisit each other, you know, we revisit each other and say hello. We missed each other, you know. But yes, I wanted to
And
say that because yeah, as you remember, and you're talking about your body may be afraid to remember some things,
yeah. Yeah.
and being afraid to remember, that's in our cells, it's in our DNA. Okay, it's kind of embedded in our reincarnation. Maybe we've had bad experiences in those past lives that we don't want to remember, especially if
Mm-hmm.
we're from certain parts of the earth that, you know, like when I was burned at the stake, I actually remembered that my death, or right before my death, um, the memory that I had was very dramatic. The people that were in my life at the moment were actually attending my death in the other life.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, do I trust these people? Because in a past life, they weren't very nice to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So do I trust them now? Well, of course I can't, because they were at in that life, I was the victim, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
that I had to learn those lessons, and they had to learn their lessons. And in this life, it's a totally different scenario, totally different
Mm-hmm.
perspective, you know. So yeah, we meet each other again and again and again, whether it's our enemies or our closest friends. We do it, we actually, I do feel that we actually sign agreements with these people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But I think if we change something, if we do something right now, but does it change something in past, because time is,
When
because
it,
we
yeah,
can change something for future, we can change something now, but does it change something, for example, these rules, victim rules, and awful death and all this drama, does it change it, if I understand why it is what I did, if I clear it,
it
how
does.
is it? Yeah, how it
It
is?
does change. Okay, for instance, when I learned the lesson, when I
Yeah.
see the lesson that I had done back then, I realized, okay, what I did then probably wasn't the best thing. Okay, I didn't go through it through the heart. When we decide to go through the heart, it stops all that learning. Okay, all
Mm-hmm.
those lessons become taught. We learned them. They
Mm-hmm.
become our wisdom. Thank you. They become our wisdom. And once that happens, we don't have to learn that lesson again, you
Yeah.
know. And that's all that the reincarnation, that I've noticed, or I should say incarnation. I don't believe that I've reincarnated. I don't necessarily call it that. I feel that I've incarnated in as a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've done it as a choice to learn these lessons, to get to the point that I am now. And it is, and it has, when you once you have learned it, then you don't have to learn it again. It's like when I feel that this may be my last life on earth. You know, a lot of people feel this right now. This may be our last life on earth because we've learned our lessons here. We've graduated, you know, and maybe that's what it is. I do feel that my higher self, I've actually been aware and know my higher self. Um, I am at a my original higher self is at a ninth dimensional level, but
Mm-hmm.
my secondary self is at a sixth dimensional level. Now that
Mm-hmm.
sixth dimensional level, I'm not fully uh, a light body. My body is of still got a physical sense to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's transparent, but it's still got a physicality to it or an
Mm-hmm.
individuality
Mm-hmm.
to it. Where my ninth dimensional self, however, is pure light.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the physical three or the physical sixth dimensional self of mine, I've actually seen that physical body, and I'm transparent, and I can actually see my nervous system within my
Mm.
body. I don't know what. I believe I could be either Andromedan or Sirius in a physical body in that physical body, because I'm blue. I'm a blue
Yeah,
color,
yeah. Mm.
and serious beings are blue, and apparently, and I'm very very connected to Yeshua, Sananda.
Mm.
So I do feel that, you know, that serious energy. How are you feeling today? Would you like me to do a healing at all?
Yes, of course.
Would you like a healing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. That way we feel, is there anything that you would like special for me to focus on?
Um, just all, just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we definitely,
Maybe,
again,
maybe this uh, clearing this all this third eye and throat. I feel some blockages. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
okay. I am also going to share through the world as I'm recording this. Everybody can benefit. I am a Reiki master, so I can project this in energy distance, in distance, and or remotely, however you wish to see this, so everyone can benefit from this. Do you want me to go ahead and do like I did the other day, where I don't know if he was in here, where I actually showed how I pull the energy in?
Mhm.
Would you like me to show you how I pull my own energy in, or how I pull the light in to do the work?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's a little different. I don't know if you were here the other day when I did it, but it's a little different. I don't want to scare anyone. What I
No,
am
I
doing,
know this. I know light language. I know it's.
it's definitely different. I don't use like language, but I do use ancient Gnostic and ancient Egyptian uh, teachings through Thoth and through, of course, the Reiki. I kind of bring it all in. So when I begin, I'll do about a 10. Once I actually start the healing process and put my hands up to heal, I'll do about a 10-minute heal. Okay. All righty, here we go. And I'm gonna back up just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing, because I work my hands. Shokure, Shokure, Shokure. Han Shazi Shonen. Han Shazi Shonen. Han Shazi Shonen. Shokure, Shokure, Shokure. Seihaki, Seihaki, Seihaki. Shokure, Shokure, Shokure. Fill thou my body, O Spirit of life. Fill thou my body with the spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness, and come from the halls where the seven lords rule. I name them by name, the seven: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. By their names I call them to aid me, free me, and save me from the darkness of night. Mintanas, Quirtal, Chiatal, Goana, Ertal, Simveta, and Ardo. By their names I implore thee, free me from darkness and fill me with light. And so it is. Fill thou this earth, O Spirit of life. Fill thou this earth with the spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness, and come from the halls where the seven lords rule. I name them by name, the seven: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. By their names I call them to aid me, free this earth and save her from the darkness of night. Antanas, Quirtal, Chiatal, Goana, Ertal, Simbeta, and Ardo. By their names I implore thee, free this earth from darkness and fill her with light. And so it is. Fill thou humanity, O Spirit of life. Fill thou humanity with the spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness, and come from the halls where the seven lords rule. I name them by name, the seven: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. By their names I call them to aid me, free humanity, and save them from the darkness of night. Ventanas, Quirtal, Chiatal, Goana, Ertal, Simbeta, and Ardo. By their names I implore thee, free humanity from darkness and fill it with light. And so it is. Fill thou my body, fill thou this earth, and fill thou humanity, O Spirit of life. Fill thou my body, fill thou this earth, and fill thou humanity with the spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness, and come from the halls where the seven lords rule. I name them by name, the seven: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By their names I call them to aid me, free this earth, and free humanity, and save us from the darkness of night. Untanas, Quirtal, Chiatal, Goana, Ertal, Simveta, and Ardo. By their names I implore thee, free this earth, and free humanity from darkness, and fill us with light. And so it is.
Oh, thank you, sister.
Love you. I love you so much.
I feel it in my body.
I love you. I also was sharing the healing, of course, with everyone, especially the world right now.
Yeah,
Uh, Everybody needs healing. Everyone.
absolutely.
Even if you're the healthiest person in the world, I'm sure your mind needs healing. We all
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
And so,
We
yeah,
do.
that was all for everyone, including you, Corette. I'm very happy to have you here today. We've almost been in here an hour.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I know, right? And that's just the recording, and we were here a little bit before. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So,
But I am going to share this with everyone. I'm probably going to even put it on my YouTube channel. So I hope you don't mind.
yeah,
Um,
of course.
okay. This is more like what a private session would be. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I am going to be doing private sessions here real soon. Not just with the healing, I will also be doing readings for everybody
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
private session. The readings for the private sessions takes me a little bit longer because I actually have to set it up because I do the reading basically before I speak to the person.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be doing that here real soon. Uh, but the gatherings, we're going to be doing the gatherings probably once a week, probably on Saturdays. I'd like to try it a little bit earlier than what we did last time. We did it around 4. I may do it around 3, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that would be in Estonia time.
No,
But
it will
that would be,
be, I think it's midnight.
is that too late, or would you like me to do it a
No,
little earlier?
no, I like everything, but we can think about
Okay.
everybody.
Well, I would love you to join us again. And we're of course, the ones that we've had prior, the meetings that we've had prior, we have not been able to record. I'm hoping this one will record fine. I did figure out how to do it through the Zoom program. So hopefully this is all new to me. So
Yeah,
hopefully I can get it out there this time. But yeah, this has been an incredible meeting. Yes,
yeah,
it's
I'm
so
so
nice.
happy. I'm so blessed.
It's blessed to have you. And everyone who has joined me in the light force and uh, just on the page and who watch the videos and read the messages, and it's just been great. I love you all. I appreciate you all. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't exist. Okay. So, I do it for you. I do it for everybody. and it's not for me, and it's never been about me. That's the reason why I don't put my face on things usually. But it is about you, every one of you out there. It is about what's here, what's in your heart.
Yeah.
Follow your hearts. Always follow your hearts. Always, in every situation, if you're remembering past lives or if you're just learning the lessons, remember that you've probably done it before. And the best thing to do is always, always, every situation, the answer is love. Always. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, but it's been wonderful.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you for showing. Thank you for being present in this now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, love, and thank you, everyone.